What you're seeing over here on the screen is my profits from the month of February. As you can see, it's almost zero, I think. Probably even less than that because I was doing giveaways a tiny bit outside of Amazon. So these are my numbers from Amazon, from the Helium 10 profit tool. What you're seeing now is from March, which is obviously the month right after February. What you're seeing is around 3,500 maybe. I don't have it in front of me right now, but 3,000 something dollars of profit. So how did I go from not profiting, losing money, to making in profit around 3,000 something dollars? That's what I want to share with you in this video right here. And I'm excited to share because a lot of people that you watch on YouTube, they talk about numbers and they talk about how much money they're making, or they show you the sales on their phones, which I do all the time, but I always clarify that those numbers are not profit. Those numbers are sales. So they're whatever the customer paid, but they're not whatever you made and took home. And the truth is, and if you're already selling on Amazon, you know this, for a while when you start, it's hard to make profit. You definitely can start making profit from the beginning, but it definitely is not easy to make profit from your first month. And this is a product that I launched back in December, and if you know me, you know that this was the brand new brand series that I did. So this is an update on the brand. I haven't done an update on what's going on with it in a while. This video is going to be an update on how it went from not profiting to profiting within that month. And if you don't know me, what's up? My name is Brax. On this channel, I'm documenting how I'm selling on Amazon and all my progress, and I'm teaching you guys throughout the documentation of all the things. So if you want to see how I got to this stage with this specific product, I have a whole playlist. It's linked below. And if you want to see what happens after this stage, now that I started profiting, definitely consider subscribing and clicking on the bell to get notified when I post. But let's get into this video, and I want to share with you 5 things that I did and that I've been doing that helped me go from not making any money, not profiting, losing a tiny bit, to profiting, as you saw, and that was a live refresh. So how you increase your profit is you either decrease your costs, or you increase your sales with the same cost, or you increase your revenue per sale with the same cost. And I did pretty much most of these. The first thing that I did was something that you can actually try today. Actually, most of the things that I'm going to share with you are things that you can try and implement in your business today. So this one, if you don't know, when you're running PPC campaigns, your advertising campaigns on Amazon, you usually run a bunch of different campaigns. And each campaign, you can set a budget to it. Each one is different according to your goals and to whatever the campaign's trying to do. But what I did differently here is on the whole advertising level, you can set a budget for all of them per day. What that means is that, let's say you have 5 campaigns, one of them has a $400 budget, one of them has a $50 budget, one of them has a $10 budget. If your daily budget on the total, I don't remember what it's called, but I'll put a screenshot right here of how to get to it. But if you set a daily budget of, let's say, 500, then no matter what happens inside, you're not going to spend in total more than that. So what I did was I saw a trend of how many sales I was getting per day. I did the math on how much in PPC I shouldn't go over and spend so that I'm profiting where I want to be profiting, and then I put that limit there. Now you might say that, what if you get less sales than usual? It is definitely something that you would risk, but from what I've seen, it works. You spend less, and surprisingly, you don't lose a lot of the sales. And that's something that you might know or might not know, but it's pretty big because now you're confident that you're not spending over an X amount of money per day on your PPC campaigns. By the way, I'm walking around. I'm in Los Angeles right now. The sun is setting. Hopefully I can get this video done before the sun sets completely. We had a meetup yesterday with Matt Loberstein, the second meetup. If you're in LA, we'll probably do another meetup at the end of this month, at the end of April 2019. In case you're watching this in the future, it's in 2019. So the second thing that I did was something that made one of the biggest differences in the shortest amount of time, and that was I raised my price by about $10, and it's pretty risky to do it. So in order to minimize that risk and to get a bit more confidence to do it, I added a coupon that was about $8, and that was one of those coupons. I'll put a screenshot right here. It shows up on the listing, inside and outside the listing. So before they even click, I raised it by a lot, but I also put a big coupon, and that got me a lot more sales for a few reasons, and got me more profit for a few reasons. The reason that increased my profits is that people started buying my product more because they saw that big coupon, and for the customer it looks very attractive. They see, whoa, $8 off, nothing else has $8 off. they probably forget about the price itself and they're just attracted to it because of that discount. So that got me more sales than usual. And then the funny thing is that not everyone used the coupon. So some people were buying the product at that $10 extra price, which was a huge amount of extra profit for me. So more sales, and then a bunch of sales without using the coupon, which also results in more ranking on Amazon and more people seeing the product. More, you get the idea. One extra tip with this that I want to share with you guys is when you put the coupon, they let you put a bunch of keywords next to the coupon to describe what it is. And usually people put like, get 30% off the camera. They usually put like the camera or the brand name. But instead what I tried doing, and that was someone in my Facebook group that recommended it, I tried being a bit more creative and putting like a holiday name in it. Let's say it's Valentine's Day or whatever general holiday. Get 15% off Canon Valentine's Day. This way, people when they see it, they think that it's a limited amount of time type of thing. They think, oh, after Valentine's it's gonna be gone, which it's not the case. So that's an extra tip that I learned and that I tried, and that works. By the way, this whole thing that I just talked about, the coupon thing, I talked about it in my Facebook group a while back. So if you're not in the Facebook group, you're really missing out, because that's where the information goes first, and then it goes on YouTube when I have time. So join the Facebook group in the description below, or look up the Brax Amazon FBA group on Facebook. Number 3. So the third thing that I did was I created a PPC system for myself on how to decrease the bids and how to increase the bids according to a bunch of numbers. If you saw my last video with Casey Goss, we talked about how sometimes people tend to overbid on keywords just because they think that the keywords are good. So if I'm selling a handheld camera like this one, you might target vlog camera, for example, and you might be so focused on it that you lose money just because you think it's a good keyword for you and you want to be there. But if it's not working for you and you're losing money on it, it's probably best to not target it as much or target it in different ways. So I'm saying this to say that I created a system where it's according to whatever the ACOS is, I change the bid. And I'm not, emotionally invested in each keyword. It's according to a number, an action happens. I'll put a screenshot here of what it looks like. This is an example, it's not exactly what I have, but the point of it is, and this is again from someone with me in my Facebook group, he showed me how he's doing it and I'm using it as well, so credits to him. But the point is, find what your break-even ACOS is, which means what's your profit margin on the product. If you're profiting $3 for every $10 that you sell, then spending more than 3 on advertising, you start losing money. So 3, which is in that case 30%, that'd be your break even. Put that 30% in the middle and then decide on how much you want to decrease or increase the bids around that 30%. It might take a bit of testing, but don't overthink it. And I started doing this twice a month or once a month. You don't want to do this too often. You want to give Amazon enough time to give you enough data. And that's usually 3 to 5 to 6 weeks. So give it that much time between each time that you do this. And other than changing the bids, I also put really horrible keywords in negative to stop targeting them. And I put really good keywords in negative to stop targeting them. But then I put those keywords in other campaigns to specifically target them. This as well, I think I did this once a month and not more. So with this method, I started spending less on PPC without selling less. It decreased a bit for the first few days, but then it started picking up quickly, and I automatically saw how the costs decrease. It's pretty crazy. And like as you saw at the beginning, it went from 0 profit in February to 3,000 something in March. It's pretty quick. The changes that happen with Amazon are pretty quick. So the next point is pretty much similar, or it was in that point right before this one. I stopped chasing my biggest keywords, the keywords that have the biggest search volume and usually are the shortest. So let's say vlog camera. And if they're giving me a horrible ACOS in my PPC campaigns, I stopped caring about them and I completely removed them. At first, I kept them in my automatic campaigns and I kept them in my other campaigns thinking that they're too important to remove. But then I decided, forget it, I'll remove them and I'll get sales from other places. As soon as I did that, again, my costs decreased and my profits increased. So this one, again, was related to the video that I did with Casey Goss. I'll link it in the description below, watch it. We gave a lot of good tips on things like this with keywords and PPC. Point number 5, the last point, was something that I've been doing for a while, and I've been doing from the start of when I started selling. I've been getting a lot of reviews from customers, and not in the most traditional way. I've been getting a lot of emails from my customers. I've been getting a lot, like collecting the emails. I've been getting a lot of ManyChat subscribers, which, if you don't know what that means, it's a Facebook Messenger list. So it's just like sending them an email, except you're sending them a message, which is kind of like texting them, and it has a much higher open rate because they get it as if it's a text or a Facebook message. So I'm growing an email list, I'm growing a messenger list, all from my customers that are already buying my products within thank you card that they get inside the box. It's a thing that they scan and they get added to a list of messages that I send them. And at the end of that list of messages, they get a message saying, hey, would you mind leaving a review? I've been getting a bunch of reviews, almost maybe 20 per month, 15 to 20 per month, which might be a bit, which might be a lot for some, maybe not for others. But getting more reviews has been getting me more sales because, and I have actual proof of this, because in my other reviews, I see people saying I bought this product specifically because I saw it had good reviews, and I was very satisfied and it matched what I expected. So getting more reviews has been getting me more sales, which has been making me more and easier money. Why? Because when people click on my PPC ads, they like the reviews, just like I said. They read the reviews and they like them, and then they buy. So I've been converting more, hence spending less, hence profiting more. So if you want the basic idea of how I created my thank you card that got me all these people to leave reviews, I did a video a while back, just the basic ideas. I'll link it in the description below. But I want to do a video on the exact strategy, the steps on how to, you know, start a campaign, create a landing page, get emails, automate the emails, automate the messages, because all those parts, all those steps are automated. I'm not doing it manually, except for when I get the opportunity to start a conversation with someone, which that is where the easiest reviews come from. As soon as you talk to someone and they trust you, it's super easy to get a review from them. But the whole automation part of ManyChat, of landing page, of email automation, I want to do a video on that. If you guys want it, it's going to be a bit difficult to do, but if you do want it, leave a comment in the comment section below saying that you want it. If enough people say that they want it, I'll do it for sure. I hope that helps you understand a bit more on how the whole Amazon thing works, in terms of, you know the whole selling part. You know how to find a product, or you've learned how to find a product and sell it, but not many people talk about profiting and optimizing and share how they've been profiting. So I hope this helped you. If it did, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe and click on the bell to see the next videos. And I did a video with Stephen Black, a very smart marketer, about ManyChat. So if you want to get started, click right here, go watch that ManyChat video. You'll get a very good understanding to prepare yourself for that next video that I'm going to post soon. So click right here to watch the ManyChat one, and I'll see you guys there. Peace.
They opt in, and you set that up as a thank you. Say thank you so much. Click here, you know, to confirm you'd like to enter the contest. Because Facebook requires a double opt-in.